How you doing? This is Mike Restrepo, Restrepo Innovations, and I brought somebody special today to hang out with us. A master hardscaper in the industry. You probably know who he is. And Guy came out here to talk lighting and show us some awesome stuff. Guy, why don't you introduce yourself a little bit? Tell them a little bit about some of the projects you've done.
So my name is Guitano Mione. Everyone calls me Guy. I own Patio Paradise. We install hardscapes, landscapes, aquascapes throughout New Jersey and Bucks County, Montgomery County, Pennsylvania area. Even go into Toad Hill, Staten Island area at times. We do everything. I start with design with my clients, and then we revise. We keep revisiting the design until we ultimately nail something that they like, that fits their goal, their budgets, the aesthetics, and everything else. And then we go and we install and we build. So Michael is just showing me some new lighting system options that he has, which is very, very interesting. I've never really, there's tons of stuff out there, but these really caught my attention today because it's not just one light. There's about like 6 lights in one light, which is pretty neat. You have a ton of different options and different things that we could use this light for. It's pretty cool.
So at Restrepo, we're really big with synergy, integrations, and finding manufacturers and other brands that have that passion that kind of we all kind of fall in line. Costal Sources, we love the brand. They're the level of quality in them and the lasting of them is amazing, and that's kind of right in line why we wanted Guy to come, because his hardscapes, they last for years. They're designed to be here for generations, so they need products that will last the test of time. Now, I also wanted to show him a product that not only lasted, but was very configurable, because we both have customers. They're, things change. We need to make something, an element changes. We need something that's extremely configurable, transformable. And a product like this, which all kind of come apart, I thought was really cool. Now, in front of you, you have a little light right here. And this is how easy it all kind of plugs together. Again, why we love Costal Source. See how small that wire is, how one little light kind of converts to so many. You can change the hoods, you can change the lens. Here's another lens, a cool little up hood. So you've worked with a lot of lights in the industry. Do you see things this configurable?
No, I've seen every lighting company offers a light just like these that ultimately serves the same purpose, but I've never seen one that has basically 4, 5, 6 of those lights all configured into one. So like, for example, this could, I call it a floor light. I can put this on an ornamental shrub, or I could line like a walkway or a driveway, something like this. It's like a flush, low mount, surface mount light. The benefit of something like this is, rather than like spotlights, one of the tricky parts that we have, like when we do lighting configurations, is how do I set up the lighting ultimately so as my client walks through the landscape or the hardscape, they don't have these are great, but they don't have these spotlights staring them, directly in their eyes when they walk through. So lights like this avoid it. Most of the time they're much bigger. And again, when we start using these in applications like that, the light is just smacking you in your face. So something like this can avoid that for sure. But it's not just that, we have this attachment here. I can turn it. Can you unplug that real quick?
Of course. My Vanna White moment.
Yeah.
And that's how easy, like, you literally just playing with the wires, and it's all like a transformer set, like Erectors, Legos. You're putting parts together, and it's all kind of just falling together.
There's a piece. But for example, for example, this thing could turn into, if I can get it here. There we go. Sorry.
No.
This thing could turn into.
And I just want to illustrate. This is the first time he's seen these lights. And I wanted to make a point about that. No experience, never seen it. Of course, he's got years and years experience of doing, but this is not a light he's ever seen before. and he's literally taking apart, creating new lights on the fly.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. So I had my floor mount light there, but here I have like a mini spotlight. I don't have an Allen key, but I can adjust the head. So it's almost basically a mini version of these, but pretty much just as bright. Now this is, I'm sure, isn't going to put up lighting on 20 feet into a home, but it'll certainly serve its purpose for a lot of ornamental maples or shrubs and things like that. But not only that, I could screw this into the side of my hardscape or wooden deck facing or something like that, and I can adjust it however I want to there. There's like 4 or 5 or 6 different options with these. I could change the head and the lens, so ultimately it could be a very narrow spread or a wide spread with the light. It's really, really different, and it takes like seconds to do each option. So it's different. It's something that I've never seen before. So
and now a light that's your light, because I can see you making something one of a kind that is something that you saw, and now you can truly be creative with the light.
Yeah, for sure. And what's neat with these too is we can use them in all our aquascape features as well. So you can use it on. I could even screw this into a boulder, to ensure that rather than just place a light like under a waterfall and foam it and everything, I could actually retrofit this to fit all the aquascapes as well. So we could light up waterfalls, and they're fully submersible as well. Mm-hmm. They can handle obviously the test of time and all the water and everything else, but I can put this in our water features and know that it's going to last and know that it's going to work. It's pretty different. It's very cool looking.
Now here's another light that I actually really like. These little dome ones are pretty sweet. We can put them into blocks, as you were saying, in stones, even on steps, kind of just washing the step across the side. It's a different element where everyone, you really see kind of a linear light going across, but to have something like this that kind of casts that light across, very cool, beautiful.
So I don't know how good you'd be able to see this, but when we light up the steps, one of the issues that hardscapers have is depending on the tread, it's a 6-inch riser, an 8-inch riser. Ultimately the size of the light determines on the lighting effect. And then also, like Michael said, like when you have a spread, it's a 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch low profile light, but you still see it. And then if I have, 7-foot steps, is one light in the center is a common question customers will ask. Is one light in the center enough, or do we have to do 2? And then there are 2 little lights right next to each other with no light in between. I mean, something like this works great because it's such like a low profile light and small, but it shines to the side rather than down. So this is great as well. It's like a mini version of a low profile light, but I really like this one much better because it can avoid having multiple lights on your treads. But again, we're lighting up the face and the flooring of the tread as well, side to side. If that makes sense, rather than just have surface.
How much stronger is this going to be with maintenance, with people walking on it, hitting it?
I feel like you can have a steel toe boot and hit this repeatedly and nothing's going to happen to it.
Right?
This stuff is super, super quality, super dense. It's different. The low profile lights we've used, they're very good as well. Don't get me wrong, I use them all the time, but I think it's absolutely clear that this is just something next level. This is definitely better quality for sure. 100%.
Again, these are these things that we push in our industry. Create these synergies. Look at the other brands that are out there and that you guys are and gals that are doing kind of similar things and see where you can work together. No better than a hardscaper, aquascaper to talk about these products, because how do we help them if we don't understand what they're doing? Go out there and talk to your fellow tradesmen. We are all tradesmen and women here together. Make sure we can reach out.
I do want to say one more thing. I was trying to take this apart, and while I was experimenting, going up and down, and you can spin it and you can just adjust the spread just by twisting the light. I couldn't get it fully apart, but I didn't even notice that there was a seam here. It's going to be really hard for you guys to see, but this light is so tightly put together that I couldn't even find the seam. So Michael showed me, but
hold on, I think we can actually hit it with a light.
It's really, really sharp. It shows you the quality of this thing and how tightly this thing puts together. You have the grooves in the lighting fixture itself, which totally matches this. It makes the seam like invisible. It's almost like a secret door. It's pretty cool. So it's just another added feature.
And I'm sure if you weathered it, it would probably even like disappear even more.
Yeah. So now that it's been brought to my attention, I could see it a little bit. It's literally like the thickness of a hair, you know. But before I couldn't see
But
it.
with
But
the
like you
brush,
said, with
it's
the weather and
perfect.
everything, you wouldn't see it. So it was pretty impressive. Never mind, this thing is heavy, man.
It's
This
got
is,
some meat to it, right?
Start curling it. It's nice.
Maybe I should start curling it. All right, here's Guy and Mike, another tech tip. Catch you in the next one.